wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. You're welcome back on today's live broadcast, coming to you from BVI Channel 1 studios right here in southeast part of Nigeria. We call it Biafran land. All right, still the voice of the people, the voice of the gods, the voice of our ancestors. Yeah, we are here to speak the truth the way it is, and we are here to expose the impunity of a system that has been skewed against the people. Today we will be looking at exposing exposing the lawful wickedness of the Nigerian government. Yes, it is a lawful wickedness. You will understand that on the course of this program. We know we have a culture in this program. This is a live interactive section. It is not like the ones I drop from the car, you know, from my car's mobile studio, you know. So on live interactive section, we open up phone lines, we interact, we exchange ideas, we voice our opinions. Let me tell you, these people, they are watching. In fact, they pay more attention to what is coming out from here because they already downplayed whatever you're seeing on the secular media. But right here, we give it to them hot. And this is the only platform where you have the opportunity to air your view without being afraid of molestation or somebody trying to undermine or suppress your opinion. So here, we do it in a freelance, but we respect every other person's right to his own opinion. So you're entitled to your own opinion as much as every other person is entitled to his or her own opinion. Now I want to tell you, this program today will be concentrating more on our Niger Delta brothers. Yes. You know, for most times I talk about the southeastern part of Nigeria without considering much of our south part of our Nigeria, which to a large extent, you know, apart and parcel of the southeast. You know, we are all the same people. There's nothing like south. Good. We are just the same people. The south is just a political, you know, concussion to divide a people. All right. Having said that, don't forget the number to call remains +234-810-454553. That's the number you're seeing right there at the top corner of the screen. When we open up the lines, please, on matters arising, we admonish you to get the detail of our program, understand the direction and the topic under discussion before you start commenting or start making calls, so that we'll be able to be on the same page and not distract people or cause any kind of confusion. And anytime you call, please go straight to the point with respect to the topic under discussion. I know today's topic is going to be very, very engaging. Talking about the lawful wickedness of the Nigerian government against the southern part of Nigeria. You know, that very recently we have been seeing some news springing out from left, right, and center, where the president of Nigeria or the government of Nigeria has given, you know, some kind of license for, you know, oil explorers, gold miners, and the rest of them, especially the one of gold miners. They call it artisan gold mining from the north. We'll be looking at some of the news, and that is where we're going to be making our, you know, deliberation from. In a situation where we have a government that robs one to pay another. All these years, the resources Nigeria has been solely dependent on is the oil gotten from the south or the Niger Delta region. Yes, that is the truth. Which all of us know that 95% of Nigeria external whatever or foreign exchange or foreign trade had to do with oil. All right, so Nigeria is heavily dependent on oil, and from oil, every other place have been used, developed, you know, except the very region where this oil is getting from. Then, come to think of it, other parts of Nigeria, especially the north, they have rich endowment, blessed with solid minerals, gold, zinc, iron, name them. And do you know what has been happening recently? Many of you may not know that the Nigerian government is encouraging locals, individuals, to go in and mine gold, bring it on. Federal government will buy it from you, which is part of what I'm going to show you very, very soon. That is part of what I'm going to show you very, very soon. Where where Buhari received the gold. Look at him now. Mine from locals. All right? Good. Before I proceed, I would like to bring you this news first of all, for you to take a look at what is happening in Nigeria, so that you understand how these people have messed up with our lives, especially those of us from the southern part of Nigeria. All right? Let us quickly take that video, and I'll be right back.
At the event attended by governors of some gold-producing states and witnessed online by other critical stakeholders, President Muhammadu Buhari symbolically presented 12.5 kilograms of locally mined high-quality gold bar valued at over 268 million naira to the Central Bank of Nigeria on behalf of the nation's artisanal miners. Records show that Nigeria has an estimated gold reserves of over 200 million ounces, most of which yet to be exploited. The Presidential Artisanal Gold Mining Development Initiative, launched in 2019, is part of efforts at developing sustainable programs that will catalyze increased investment in the extraction and refining of gold sourced from mine fields in Nigeria, which President Buhari described as vital.
The Presidential Artisanal Gold Mining Development Initiative will enable the deployment of financing schemes that will help miners improve on the quality of mining operations. Furthermore, efforts are being made to support artisanal miners in improving the standard of the gold that will be sold to the central bank in order to ensure that they meet international benchmarks.
With Nigeria estimated to have lost close to $3 billion between 2012 to 2018 alone due to illegal smuggling of gold, the Central Bank of Nigeria's gold buying program will not only inject sanity but also ensure that artisanal miners are no longer subjected to the volatility in gold prices that occurs in the absence of credible off-takers.
We expect that close to 250,000 jobs would be created for improved gold mining operations. Improved mining operation could lead to the generation of over 500 million United States dollars annually in royalties and taxes. These developments will also help in improving our reserve by enabling the Central Bank of Nigeria to increase the amount of gold in its reserves.
And given the expected gains from increased gold mining operations to the Nigerian economy, the Buhari presidency is reassuring the nation that the government will continue to do its very best towards promoting policies and programs that will engender economic growth and job creation.
Presently, we had to take this gold that's been aggregated out of the country for refinement. The ministry has licensed 2 private sector participators in gold refinery.
For those who feel that the only way they analyze Nigeria is to say, oh, what is the price of crude? They will now begin to see that at this time when the price of crude is low and the price of gold is rising, that the Nigerian economy remains strong, Nigerian economy remains resilient to withstand the exogenous shock that we see around us today.
And I believe this is an initiative that will see us do more individually and collectively to boost gold production.
I would say it's not yet mission accomplished, but with its vision established, we know where we're going. and we have started the journey, and we're going at a very fast speed, and I hope that this will translate into a better life.
The contributions of the mining subsector to the economy rose from 0.03% in 2012 to 0.8% at the moment due to the financial intervention by the Buhari administration. And with the artisanal gold mining development initiative, Nigeria's economic well-being can only be enhanced.
To the mineral sector now, where the Nigerian government says it remains committed to encouraging small-scale miners in the country through its artisanal gold mining development initiative. Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Olamilekan Adegbite, said this in Abuja on Tuesday during a briefing to sensitize Nigerians on the gold mining initiative.
The Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Olamilekan Adegbite, explained some of the benefits of the gold mining initiative.
We have almost 400 buying centers now. Those are also investors. Each of the buying centers that we have now will at least employ maybe 3 to 5 people. At 400 now, you're talking of at least 2,000 jobs created. Those are direct jobs. The refinery, when they become operational, will employ anything from about 250 to 300 people each.
Fatima Shinkafi, Secretary of the Presidential Artisanal Gold Mining Initiative, said its focus is the integration of artisanal gold mining activities.
What inspired me about it's the fostering and the integration of the artisanal gold mining activities in the country, in the country's legal, economic, and institutional framework.
Shinkafi added that the initiative would deploy safer and more efficient mining and processing technologies across artisanal mining locations in Kenya, Osun, Kaduna, Zamfara, and Niger states. Mania OCAB, Writing News, Abuja.
At the event attended by governors of some gold-producing states and witnessed online by other critical stakeholders, President Muhammadu Buhari symbolically presented 12.5 kilograms of locally mined high-quality gold bar valued at over 268 million naira to the Central Bank of Nigeria on behalf of the nation's artisanal miners. Records show that Nigeria has an estimated gold reserves of over 200 million ounces, most of which yet to be exploited. The Presidential Artisanal Gold Mining Development Initiative, launched in 2019, is part of efforts at developing sustainable programs that will catalyze increased investment in the extraction and refining of gold sourced from mine fields in Nigeria, which President Buhari described as vital.
The Presidential Artisanal Gold Mining Development Initiative will enable the deployment of financing schemes that will help miners improve on the quality of mining operations. Furthermore, efforts are being made to support artisanal miners in improving the state of the gold that will be sold to the central bank in order to ensure that they meet international benchmarks.
With Nigeria estimated to have lost close to $3 billion between 2012 to 2018 alone due to illegal smuggling of gold, the Central Bank of Nigeria's gold buying program will not only inject sanity but also ensure that artisanal miners are no longer subjected to the volatility in gold prices that occurs in the absence of credible off-takers.
We expect that close to 250,000 jobs would be created for improved gold mining operations. Improved mining operation could lead to the generation of over 500 million United States dollars annually in royalties and taxes. These developments will also help in improving our foreign reserves by enabling the Central Bank of Nigeria to increase the amount of gold in its reserves.
And given the expected gains from increased gold mining operations to the Nigerian economy, the Buhari presidency is reassuring the nation that the government will continue to do its very best towards promoting.
Let me just cut it off from there. I think we have had enough of that report. Like I told you, and you have heard it from the president of Nigeria, how they have given concession for individuals, for community, to go into gold mining and other solid minerals. So the states have the right to, harness their resources. Now, their counterpart from the south, let us concentrate from the south as the so-called, where a similar mining, remember, people have been mining illegally, they call it illegal mining of gold and solid minerals in the north, and that is the root cause of the armed bandits you are hearing in the north. Armed bandits, people empower them with weapons, to carry out their terrorist act. Okay, good. Now, it is a spillover of that illegal gold mine. Now, the government now deemed it fit to allocate it to the states and to individuals to go into harnessing of these resources. And the federal government, in their benevolence, will now do what? Buy it from him. He had it from him. They buy it and deposit it in the central bank, increase the Nigerian gold reserve and all that. Cock and bull story. Fine. Now, move to the south, where everything is dependent upon. I mean, everything that Nigeria has been doing in terms of resource, in terms of export and the rest of them, it is heavily dependent on the oil exploration from the south. Now, a similar scenario is there. We are witnessing it. They call it modular refineries or illegal refineries, where individuals go in, take crude oil, refine it into petroleum and the rest of them. Now, there has been a lot of agitation. Okay, these people are doing this. You say your refineries are not working. Nigerian refineries are dead. Nothing is working in Nigeria. So everything is failed, and failure. All right, good. Now, the refineries have failed. Now, individuals are now going into to refine the oil that the federal government have been unable to refine. They term it illegal refinery. And there has been agitation for, okay, give these people, encourage these people, since they are producing, they can increase the number of products available to Nigeria, and also we have enough for consumption. Why don't you do the same that you did in the north and do it for the same people in south? Because what is good for the geese is good for the gander. Now, what is the situation report? Let us quickly take the report of what is happening in the Niger Delta. It is a direct opposite destruction of these modular refineries. Watch it.
That was the scenario at the site of illegal refinery at Otumara in Warri Southwest local government area, Delta State, as caterpillars destroyed facilities used for oil bunkering. Commenting at the end of the exercise, the Deputy Director Army Public Relations Officer, Colonel Aminu Iliasu, and the Commander Sector 1, Operation Delta Safe, Colonel Abib Manu, said the location had been raided by security personnel at different times. They pointed out that the General Officer commanding 6th Division, Nigerian Army, Major General Jimmy Sahar, was at the site to assess the level of economic sabotage and order the destruction of equipment used for illegal oil business and took over the premises.
This location, as you have seen, has been particularly notorious as an illegal oil refinery. You will get to know that in most cases, the proceeds from this kind of illegalities are being channeled to further more illegalities like illegal drug smuggling, illegal arms smuggling, and sponsoring other crimes.
The negative impact on the environment is so severe that there is no aquatic in this general area. I'm not talking about the impact on the economy, the economical output of all the oil companies. It is something that will continue to intensify, will ensure that our troops remain professionally responsive to their duties.
Items destroyed are hose, pipe, tanks, and Cotonou boats used by the owners of illegal refinery. From Otumara, Benga Ahmed reporting.
Now, you have seen that. You've seen that report, right? Where you have a direct opposite of what is happening in the north. There they're destroying the modular refineries, while in the north, they're encouraging them, giving them license and open check to go and refine their own resources. The resources deposited in their land, they are free to refine it. Okay? Now, in the south, it is a direct opposite. It is now the property of the federal government. But the one in the north is not the property of federal government and for all Nigerians. Remember the man that will say, the oil in the Niger Delta is our own. Talking from Zamfara, talking from Kaduna, talking from Sokoto, talking from far north. The oil in the south is their own. But the gold in their own region is their own. Now you see the problem of Nigeria. This is what I call lawful wickedness. It is lawful because it is being carried out by those in government. You call them those in authority. All right? Whether by crook or by any means, they are there. So they make these laws, they make these policies, but it's against you. My problem is that the people are not angry enough to say no, enough is enough. Because you have allowed those who you call your representatives, but I choose to call them your misrepresentatives in all levels of government, beginning from your local government to your state, to your Senate representatives or your House of Rep members, down to your ministers that come from. They are all sabotaging you and your future. Now, I'm going to make a shift, a little bit shift from what is happening in the Niger Delta region as we are looking at it now, and let us now look at the agitation for giving licensing for modular refinery. Remember some few years ago, this government under Buhari, led by the vice president, when he was an acting president, when the Avengers were ravaging, you know, he visited the Niger Delta region, and his own solution he brought on board was, okay, let us see a way where we can do the same thing we did in the north and bring it to the south, so that individuals and people can, you know, go into the modular refineries. Up till today, it has been swept under the carpet. Whereas those in the north are already selling and buying with the central bank and the federal government. While here, their modular refineries are continuously being clamped down. Okay, now let us now go to the agitation properly so that you understand their own reservation. Because everything for Niger, why I'm saying this is because you need to understand this. The mining of gold in the north, you will not see any person from the south that is mining any gold in the north or has a gold field that is allocated to him to mine, and you know, just like they have oil blocks in the south. 60 to, let me not exaggerate, 70% of oil blocks in the south or in the Niger Delta region are owned by the northerners. If not more, just very few, handful of privileged, I call them privileged slaves, who are eating from the crumbs that fall from the master's table, are the ones they give. Sometimes they bring them 2 and give them 1. That's 2 to 1 oil block. Good. Just very few handful of people who are messing up with every aspiration of our people down here. They are the ones that will come and tell you, it is the north that favors me. They are the ones that will come and tell you how we don't love ourselves down here. They are the kind of people. I don't want to name names, you already know them. All right? Good. So, these people that are slaves to their masters from the north, go to the north. They don't have any field where they are mining gold. But whereas here, their counterparts or their masters have oil wells. Not 1, not 2, not 3. And Emir in the north boast of having 23 oil wells. Whereas none of your Igbo can even boast of having 1 cup of oil well. So that is what we are talking about. Now let us move over to the sentiment and reservation by the people of the south is regarding to modular refineries. Let us take that report. Then when we come back, we will now start opening up our lines. Stay tuned.
According to the Ijaw leaders, the promise by the acting president to establish modular refineries in the Niger Delta region is good, but must be followed by issuing out operational licenses to natives of the region. This is to create a sense of belonging to the wealth gotten from the region.
The solution to the problem of the Niger Delta is for us to have a stake in the oil and gas resources that are produced in our environment.
Licenses should be given to the people of the Niger Delta. These licenses must not go out from the people of the Niger Delta.
From what I've gathered is that they've issued over 57 licenses, none to an indigene of the Niger Delta. This is unacceptable. This is the same false foundation that this country is built on. If our environment is good to build a refinery, so we don't have capacity to own a refinery.
It's a kind of kangaroo arrangement they are putting in place to further extort the impoverished people of the Niger Delta.
They emphasize on the purpose of the pronunciation of modular refineries, which is to harness the potentials of illegal refining of crude oil by Ijaw youths in the swamps of the Niger Delta.
The situation for modular refinery came up as a result of the improvised method of our people to refine crude.
The purpose was to say, let us see how we can remove these people from illegal refining process and bring in a modular refinery for them to key into a process of doing it legally. And in that concept, you are bringing it to remove people from an illegal process, then you are making it very cumbersome, and the people from the area cannot be even part of that process. Then what is the essence?
The idea of modular refinery is to boost the local economy and make oil and other related, fuel and other related facilities available to our people.
According to them, the control of part of the wealth from the Niger Delta by the indigenes stands to end most agitations in the oil-rich region. Kosipre Charles, AIT News, Yenegoa. According to the Ijaw leaders, the promise by the acting president to establish modular refineries in the Niger Delta region is good, but must be followed by issuing out operational licenses to natives of the region. This is to create a sense of belonging to the wealth gotten from the region.
The solution to the problem of the Niger Delta is for us to have a stake in the oil and gas resources that are produced in our environment.
Licenses should be given to the people of the Niger Delta. These licenses must not go out from the people of the Niger Delta.
From what I've gathered is that they've issued over 57 licenses, none to an indigene of the Niger Delta. This is unacceptable. This is the same false foundation that this country is built on. If our environment is good to build a refinery, so we don't have capacity to own a refinery.
It's a kind of kangaroo arrangement they are putting in place to further extort the impoverished people of the Niger Delta.
They emphasize on the purpose of the pronunciation of modular refineries, which is to harness the potentials of illegal refining of crude oil by Ijaw youths in the swamps of the Niger Delta.
The situation for modular refinery came up as a result of the improvised method of our people to refine crude.
The purpose was to say, let us see how we can remove these people from illegal refining process and bring in a modular refinery for them to key into a process of doing it legally. And in that concept, you are bringing it to remove people from an illegal process, then you are making it very cumbersome, and the people from the area cannot be even part of that process. Then what is the essence?
The idea of modular refinery is to boost the local economy and make oil and other related, fuel and other related facilities available to our people.
According to them, the control of part of the wealth from the Niger Delta by the indigenes stands to end most agitations in the oil-rich region. Kosipre Charles, AIT News, Yenegoa. According to the Ijaw leaders, the promise by the acting president to establish modular refineries.
Yeah, you've heard it, you've seen that report. Now, let us now hit the gear. This is still BVI Channel 1 live broadcast, so it is expected you use the number up there to make a call for this interactive section. When you call, put down the volume of your listening device, let us get your opinion. You can drop your comment on the comment section, we can read it out from here. please make sure you adhere to these instructions. We don't use vulgar language, but we go straight to the point and hit the head of the nail with the hammer. All right, the hammer of truth. Okay. First of all, we are talking about the wickedness, the lawful wickedness of Nigerian government. Now you saw the lamentation of those people from the south part of Nigeria, right? Let us quickly take the first call before I continue. Hello? Hello, can you help us put down the volume of your listening device, please? Put down the volume of your listening device. People are not concentrating. When you want to call, please call where according to the rules. Else, we will cut you off. When we open up the lines, like we've just done, call, but reduce the volume of your listening, or mute it outrightly after you can continue listening from your own end. Okay? Now, I'm talking about the injustice, the wickedness, lawful wickedness of the Nigerian government against the South. Now, if you look at the lamentations there, the people are lamenting because the government will eventually license these things to those who are not indigents. Just like they have given out oil wells to those who are not indigents. Okay? Yeah, so when we talk about this wickedness, you understand that there will never be a stop in the agitation of my people to separate themselves from this unholy marriage, a marriage that is one-sided, a marriage of subjugation, by force, so because we didn't agree to be here. All right, good. So now, when we talk about this injustice, it is prevalent in every sector. Every part of Nigeria is passing through one subjugation or the other, especially from the south, particularly southeast and the south-south. And that is why we will continue to sensitize the people on the need for them to organize themselves and free themselves from these shackles. And ultimately, those people who are benefiting, now, those people who are benefiting from some of these illegal business are still people at the top. But the people that are always victims of this illegal business are the ordinary people. Now, if you look at the environmental challenges of these modular or, unorganized refineries, it is having a devastating effect on the environment in those regions. And when they destroy their region, there will be nothing left for them. Now, let me now shock you. At this time, do you know that gold, the price of gold at the international market is soaring up with double quick match? Do you know that? You had the president, or from that report, where they tell you that the price of one gold bar is about 250 million, which is almost getting to $900,000. Okay? But if you get it in the black market, you can hit up to $1 million for one gold bar. It is heating up. At this time where crude oil is going down. Now, they are now shifting their energy to the north. The same people shifting their energy to the north. And that thing that is gotten from the north, it is no longer a national treasury. It is now going to be managed by the state of the north. Whereas they continue exploiting whatever thing that is remaining from the south-south in terms of exploration of crude oil. You now see how the wickedness of Nigeria is deep-rooted. In fact, it is part of the foundation. That Nigeria was founded for this purpose. exploitation, subjugation of the people. So, that is what we're talking about, and that is what I am trying to bring to you at all time. My people of the Southeast and my people of the South-South, you are the biggest victim of this Nigerian state. It doesn't matter what the class or position you occupy in the society, you are still a victim, including those that are claiming that the North loves them more than we do, or they love the North more than they love us. Those who say that we don't love ourselves, those who say that it is the North that made them who they are still victims. You can imagine a very wealthy man in the South, from the South, cannot boast of one oil well or two oil wells, but an emir, an ordinary emir, just a similar person, like you can equate him with the Andriod of a community here, has 23 oil wells, not one, not two, not three, not 10, not 20, 23. And you think all is well. All is not well. Let me quickly take this call. Hello.
Hello.
This is BVI Channel 1 live broadcast.
Yes, good evening.
Go ahead, your name and where you're calling from.
This is Mr. Daniel. I'm calling from Lagos.
You're calling from
my brother, Lagos, from Lagos.
Go ahead.
My brother, this issue, the problem is not these so-called leaders. The problem is us, because these people are very few. These people are very few to control. Maybe they are not up to 2%. So the problem is we. You can see a youth, a young man, very vibrant. Somebody will come and give you 5,000, 2,000, 1,000 to come and die for him. Those that kept them under bondage, you will give them peanuts to come and die for them, and they will come out and ready to die. So that is where the problem lies. The people that are controlling Nigeria, they are very few, but they are using power of money, not good money or peanuts, to control the masses. That is where we are today, and they can never change. Let us go on our way peacefully. That is the only thing that will solve all this problem.
Yes, going away peacefully is what is the solution to this. But how do you get the people organized?
Yes, at least when we go, people will organize, because I can remember vividly, like our own side, if Igbo people don't take rubbish, what they are doing, what Nigeria is doing that in Igbo land, in our place, they will just, like the man that is saying that not to favor him, they will give him power, give him security, give him money, give him everything. He will come to our place and be spoiling things, messing up. An individual that if you slap him, he will die. If he only slap, we will kill him. So we will see him messing towns, villages, states up. Because of the federal government is backing him. They are using him to destabilize the state. So when we go our way, nobody will do that. If you try that, people will just waste their person. The problem we are having now is that this federal government, these wicked people in the north, will never allow our place to be in peace. They will always see people they must use. People for them to use, they are always ready. They are always ready. They will just give them peanut, small money, give them small oil well, then give them security. They will making problem in our region. So what we will focus more is to separate from this country. That is my own.
All right, thank you very much for your submission.
Thank you, my brother.
Separation
Thank
is
you.
the ultimate. That is it. Separation is the ultimate. And I think I agree with you. Not I think, I know that is the only solution. That is the only way out. To your tent, O Israel, because I keep saying it as a Pan-Africanist. I'm not trying to pinch one ethnicity against the other. But the truth be told, you have different nations, just like you have different nations of Europe. They are all standing on their own. Nobody mopped them up by force and named them one thing, just for one particular reason, to exploit them. We are a people. In Nigeria, there are 3 nationalities that was mopped up, from the north, east, and west. And today, the people are saying this colonial entity, Nigeria is a product of colonization. So this colonial entity, this British colonial contraption you call Nigeria, the only way to solve its problem is to dismember it, so that people will go back home and start fixing their problem peculiarly, because there is no meeting point between an average southeasterner and that of the northerner, or that of the westerner. There is no meeting point in culture, in language, in religion, in their philosophy of life. There are just many of them. In fact, that is why nothing can ever work. You just trying to mix oil and water together. It will not work. All right? So that is what we're talking about. And until Nigerians understand this fact, and just like this our brother mentioned, until this Nigerian entity is dismembered, let the people go and solve their peculiar problem individually. If there is any time that the people say, oh, we are disadvantaged alone, let us find a way to work together as a country, as a federation, or as a confederation in a proper sense. Then there will be tabled procedure for that, and not people being forced, mopped up together and called one country, where everybody in that country is a victim of the country. So I must tell you, we don't have much to say, because anything we're telling you on this platform is to conscientize you, is to let you understand that you are the victim. Okay, today, currently we are mobilizing for 1 million march to end open grazing, because that is the biggest problem we are facing right now, to end open grazing. This campaign has been on, but our people are not even coming forth. Our people are not coming forth as expected. They are coming forth, but not as expected. I thought that by now Nigerians would have been so angry. We want to use this to organize the people, because our oppressors are so organized. They are not even interested in their differences, in their religious differences, in their ethnic differences, not even in their partisan differences. They are not interested in, they are united in the impunity they are committing against your future. They are united in corruption. They are united in everything bad that made Nigeria what it is today. But the ordinary people, they will tell you this and tell you that, and use the instrumentality of poverty and hunger to finish you off. But we are here. People are saying, you talk, you talk, you talk. We talk, we talk, we talk, because you are not listening enough. And not just listening enough, but taking proper action. Some people will come and say, where is your action? You lead the action, lead the way. We are asking from the southeast and that of the south-south, so-called, to come out and shut down the government of these regions and start making a demand. Not just a demand to mandate the government to sign into law anti-open grazing. We are starting with the smallest one. To sign into law anti-open grazing, to end this open grazing that have been killing a lot of our people. You see, everything is wrong with Nigeria. NDDC, the probe. We have seen the exposition. The probe have opened the nyash of Nigerian state. And who are the core culprits of these crimes, of this NDDC scandal? Now, people from that region, mainly. Okay, who is the minister of NDDC? Akpabio, from Akwa Ibom, Niger Delta. Most of the directors there in the ministries from that area. Most of the contracts goes to people from that area. People who are at the top. They never execute it. You see why I say everybody should go back home. On average, I cannot go to Akwa Ibom and effect any meaningful change. If I have not started it right here in my home state, in Anambra State, it is the truth. Because I cannot change the entire world all at the same time, but I can change my immediate world surrounding me. Then let others copy, let it spill over. Even Jesus Christ, whom we are following from time ab initio up to today, Jesus Christ had his ministry within his environment. He started it with people around him before he was able to reach out. We are calling for action to say no to open grazing, but some of us are not interested. Some of us are still looking out and say, how will this thing turn out? They are waiting for me to compromise. They are waiting for me to stop speaking. Then obviously I have been bought over. No, that is what it, but they don't know that these things have time. I am a human being. And if I continue saying the same thing 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and people are not listening, now we all die here. But some people are already waiting. Hey, when you run out and they will stop hearing my voice, maybe on the radio, where we used to go to propagate, we spend heavily. Very few, not up to 2 persons or 3 persons are supporting this movement, this 1 million march, especially with the angle of that radio. We spend a whole lot of money. Then maybe when the money stops coming for us to pay for the airtime to speak, and people stop hearing our voice, they'll say, hey, they have bought this one over. I told you that it is the people that will fail, not us, because we are not going back on this project. It is the people's movement. So if the people did not answer to their call, then they have failed. But we are not pulling back. With the little we have, we will move mountains. Even if we raise 500,000, even if we don't get up to 1 million march, we must march. They say many are called, but few are choosing. We've called you. How many persons are responding? Because this is where we make our first stand. Every year they make budget. Nothing is working. They make budget on school. School is going down. They make budget every year for health. Health is nowhere to be found. Everything dilapidated. What about power? That one is an old broken record. Are we talking about security? That is where we are now. Your governors are not interested. Your governors are not ready to bring up the security outfit or to make simple law to checkmate the madness and the activities of these headers who are going about killing people. They are not interested. But we are going to tell the government that now we be the real government, because power lies on the people. But I cannot do it alone without you. That is why I always admonish you to call 0810-420-7522 or 080-6098-2212. I'll call it again. 080-6098-2212. Or you call 0810-420-7522. Call the number and join this campaign. Say no to open grazing. I've habitually ended what I'm going to bring to you, and because of some of the technical issues we are still having, like we are running on Gen now. Although we started with our solar panel, thank God for our brother who donated the solar panel to this platform. We appreciate you, and all our partners who are supporting this march, we appreciate you. And those of you who have called and we are unable to take your calls, you can call back, or we allow you to call to make your own submission, because we're almost wrapping up. Okay, so we appreciate every one of you who have been supporting. The person that brought the solar panel, he didn't even tell me. I don't even know. All I knew is that they called me and said, come on, we want to install solar panel for you, and that is it. But the capacity is not yet to the two to carry or power our studio. We tried to use it to power our studio today, but along the line, it started, breaking up. So we decided to switch over to power generator. Definitely there is no light because power is a failure. Nigerian power sector, that one a complete failure. Don't bury and say there's no hope for it. Okay, and that is part of why we are agitating. That is why we are sensitizing you, to conscientize you, so that you will take your proper position and make the proper demand. Thank you for watching this far. I want to use this opportunity to tell you that the coalition of liable, religious body and civil society organization are throwing their weight behind this 1 million march. Let us quickly take this call. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you please put up your listening device so that you can hear us properly? Your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, this is David calling from UK.
Go ahead with your submission.
I'm following your program closely, and I just make this submission now. The truth of the matter of the whole thing is that we the Igbos, we really need to come together. You understand me? It's very important, very, very important. Not just the Igbos, I mean the South. The South, because it's been too long that the North is really using us. You understand? Causing some division that is making us not to unite together. Just take for example of this issue of the gold and the oil thing we just talked about. In fact, I finished watching it and listening to it, and I felt very bad, and I feel to also hear my own opinion to say that. But I think it is time the South has to come up together. Most especially this 1 million march you're talking about. We really need to get our people to come together and join you up and make this wonderful protest and see that we can change the situation, the narrative in the South.
Exactly.
You understand? This is very important. And this is my submission.
Thank you so much. Your submission is quite taken. But are you ready to mobilize from UK? We are asking people to mobilize from your community. Which place are you coming from? From this part
of course, from Manchester, of course. We are doing that. We are doing that as I speak to you.
We want you to reach to your community, mobilize them and call the number. Get in touch, get your people in touch with the people who are mobilizing for the 1 million march, because we need to send them the materials, the posters, the flyers. We want to paint everywhere. Say no to open grazing. And we are calling for support, because we are going to print flyers, we are going to print posters, we are going to do a whole lot of engagement, radio programs and all the rest of them. We need support. We need support, and we ask people to do that so that we'll be able to get to the destination, which is the freedom of our people, because this is where we make our first stand. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
God
Thank
bless
you.
That is it. I think that will be the call I'll be taking so far, because today I'm meant to end today's program earlier than expected. It's already 7 o'clock almost. We're almost done with today's program in terms of the time limit we are supposed to handle this program. This is a 1 hour program, and I want to give our people the ample opportunity to speak up and make their submission. Many people are saying they are following closely. We want that followership to transform into commitment, tangible commitment. You can get committed to this platform not because you want to give us your finance. No. Most importantly, we need people who are committed to this cause, who understood this ideology, and who are ready to organize the people around them. Let them start from there and spread across the community. Then together we will form a formidable force to drive these mad people out of the seat and take control of our destiny. These guys are on the steering wheel, taking us to the middle of nowhere. In fact, Nigeria is in the middle of nowhere already. Our homeland is rendered desolate. Nothing is working. Every year, they do campaign after every 4 years, but nothing has ever gotten better. I kept asking the question anytime. Tell me one thing that Nigeria has gotten better on. In education, in health, in security, in job creation. Tell me, in infrastructure. Just name one thing that you say, Nigeria has done well in this axis. That from point A to point B, it has gotten better. The only people who are victims are you and me. And the both of us. So that is why we have to join hands together and make this thing happen. We can. We can. Nothing. You know, one biggest enemy of man is fear. And that is what I am going to use to wrap up on this program. The biggest enemy of man is fear. If you speak, they kill you. Hey, don't talk, they will come after you. Every day they are coming after our lives and our destiny and our future. Every day. In fact, they have mortgaged it. We are not even sure that we are going to go out in the morning and come back safe. People can no longer access their farms. People can no longer walk freely. They are being intimidated. Are we talking about the armed forces, the police who are harassing people left, right, and center? Which one are we going to say and leave the other? And you are the only victim. You, the other people. As long as you are not in that class of the elite squad, you are a victim. It doesn't matter if you are the security detail attached to these VIPs, these VIP criminals. Their activities is making you poor and endangering the future of your own children. It doesn't matter if you are a security man, or if you are a police, army, navy, whatever you call yourself, you are a victim of your own stupidity. We are here to organize the ordinary people, to take over their future, because where Nigeria they head to, we're not here. This cloud that is gathering, it will be good cat and dog. But if the people can organize themselves and flush out just 1%, less than 1% of the population, those that call themselves elite squad, they are your biggest problem. They are diverting. Okay, today they are making what do you call it? Videos and exposure of their impunity by themselves. Going to the fact that people like us who are doing their own small quota to expose them are out there. Social media is helping us. Not the time when they are gagging the media all around. Now everybody can access me. Everybody is now in media. Once you have an internet-enabled phone, you're already a media of your own. Keep speaking. That is what I keep saying. Keep speaking. And when you speak, don't just end it there. Put it into action. Join the 1 million march. Join the movement of the people. That is what I'm talking about. Because we are here to restore the hope and dignity of humanity. I'm asking you to repeat us. If this is your first time, please call it a home right here. Because we are putting up a community of people that can shake the foundation that has held them down. We are forming a formidable force to take over the steering from the wicked people, from our oppressors that have been subjugating our lives, destroying our future, making our lives miserable. We are forming an ideologically driven movement to return back power to the people. That is why they call us Good Governance Ministry. That is BVI Channel work for you. Here we say the truth the way it is. You see it, you say it. In the mouth of the gods, the voice of the people, the voice of our ancestors. Keep a date with us again on Friday. We'll bring you Biafra discourse on live therapy section. Don't forget, we upload videos and analyze it. We don't just upload videos because you might have seen it elsewhere, but we bring you details that you are not just seeing out there. Alright? So keep a date with us. Click on the subscription button, share the video, drop your comments. Let us all together solve our problems once and for all. And on that, I am signing out. I'm telling you, stay safe at all time. Very, very important. Goodbye.